Today we're going to take a look at New York in USA, the Big Apple. We're going to walk around for a bit, look at the Times Square, we're going up to the Crown and the Statue of Liberty, and we're going to take a helicopter ride over the city. Enjoy! Let's go! I've been in New York a couple of times, and it's a very big city, so I can't make a review on the whole city in one video. It's going to be a very long video, so I'm going to cut it up every time I'm here and doing something new. And this time I can always tell you that it's very nice to just walk around and look at stuff. There's a lot of things to see, as you see here in the movie. I always walk around pretty much when I'm traveling. I think that's the best way to see a city or something like that and try the transportation system. And here we have the 9/11 Memorial Plaza, and right next to it we have the One World Trade Center. It's one of the tallest buildings in the world. And of course we decided to head up there. The views from up here is pretty amazing. You have to check this out if you have the opportunity and you're not scared of heights. We paid $110 for the VIP ticket to skip the lines and have a free drink at the bar. They have a bar up there, and it's pretty expensive at this bar, so a free drink is always something. We spent a lot of hours here at the bar. And after a while we saw a very nice sunset, and the day turned into night. The next day we took the subway down to Battery Park and got on a ferry out to the Statue of Liberty. This boat ride takes around 20 minutes, and today we bought the Crown Access ticket for $22. Not that expensive. And here we have the lady. Once we were on the island we got this guided tour headphones, but we decided to just walk around for ourselves and read the signs if there were something we're interested in. And now we are in the entrance to the statue, and they have a museum down here. The first stint is to get up the pedestal, and when we are finally up you can look upskirt the Statue of Liberty, and you have a really nice view around the New York area. And then the big challenge begins. It's very steep, very high, so it's very hard to get up there. I recommend not to do it if your health is not 100%. And if it's summer, I can imagine it gets really hot in there. And then you finally get your reward. You're inside the crown of the Statue of Liberty. And you actually see almost exactly what she has seen for 150 years. Amazing sight. It was a lot smaller than I thought. Now we're almost back down on the ground, and here you can see a very cheap alternative if you don't want to go out to the Statue of Liberty but still want to see it pretty close. That's yellow one is the ferry to Staten Island. It's a very good alternative if you don't want to go out to the island with all the tourists. They also have a second museum on the island, and in that museum you have the old torch. It was replaced in the 80s because it was a little bit worn down and in bad condition. When it was time to leave, the clouds disappeared and the sun came out. Perfect weather. And on the way back you actually made a stop on Ellis Island, but I didn't film anything there. And there is a museum in Ellis Island as well. It's about immigrants, because Ellis Island is the island every immigrant came through when they first got to USA, back in the days. After this little trip we went back to Manhattan and walked for a couple of more hours and saw all these amazing buildings and parks and stuff. Like this one, It's actually the Empire State Building. It's pretty hard to see when you're so close, but it is. And here we have the St. Patrick's Cathedral. And now we're down at Rockefeller Center, and every year, every winter, they build this ice hockey rink. I don't really know when they open and close for a season, but I was there in December last year and it was open, and now it's the middle of March and it's still open. And now we are at the iconic Times Square with all the lights and billboards and stuff, and here you have theaters and comedy clubs and restaurants and a lot of stuff to do. And it's pretty cool to be here at night as well, when it's dark and they start lighting up all the billboards and signs and stuff. Then, over a couple of beers in a bar, we talked about taking a helicopter tour over Manhattan. So we booked a helicopter tour during sunset with no doors, and it cost us around $420 each. Well, let's start some music and do a montage. If you're here during the Christmas holidays, you have to go to 5th Avenue and to Saks and look at their Christmas lights show. It's magnificent. Thank you for watching. Bye!